And we're back.
The boys
Episode
are back.
8. Back in the game.
We're not going to do it, are we? Not going to say it.
Go on, you said. You never said.
I know
it.
you're down to say
You
it.
don't
Who
like
would have
saying
thought it?
Yeah.
Episode number 8.
8. Ocho, as you just said off camera.
Yeah, I know a bit of Spanish. Un poquito.
Did you live there for a while?
I don't really
Give me any
mention it.
anecdotes based on it?
Yeah, no, I don't really mention it much, do I?
How are we all? How was our week?
Class. We're recording this on a Sunday. Is everyone feeling fresh?
No, not really. Used to are.
I am for once in my life. I feel like I tweeted today saying someone get me a Fiat 500 because fresh Sundays. Just such like a basic white girl. Like
No, I had quite a lot of cans of Red Stripe last night, because I'm a big hipster man.
Jamaican boy.
Yeah. Island boy.
We don't want no mega gal.
My mate was like, would you like a Guinness or a Harp? No, I wouldn't touch that stripe.
I don't like red stripe. Do you like it?
I don't even know what it is.
It's like a canned Jamaica beer. They sell in
It's like
Ulster
plain
Sports
white
Club.
with a red stripe. It looks
I
like
think I do know what you're talking about.
Tesco, like Umbra and
Oh,
stuff.
is it like a beer?
Yeah, but it's lovely, but it is the hipster's choice.
It's
That's
not.
just trees.
What about you? Feeling fresh, Sean?
Yeah, feeling good. I couldn't drink last night. I'll get into that. So I was gigging in Newry last night, right? Had to drive from Belfast at McCooey's and cracking gig. It's bring your own drink. So everyone's drinking
Right,
around
okay.
you, having a class time, and I sit there like, fuck this, like just raging. And then afterwards I had to go to an engagement party out in Hilltown, which was like 15-20 minutes away. Showed up at 11 o'clock, everyone's peached, and Ashton was there, my girlfriend, and whenever I got there she was like, I haven't drank, so if you want, I can drive your car. That was the plan anyway. And then as soon as I landed, I seen her standing there with a big pint in her hand. I was like, you bastard,
bitch.
like, yeah, why do women do that? Do you know, that's
There we go.
That's
Buckle up.
yeah, no, it's like that thing though. It's like no, you have a drink tonight, and then you get there and she's drinking. You're like, why?
Just so they can say they offered.
Yeah, just yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
Did you at least have a wee 0-0 or something? Wee tipple?
Hilltown, there's no 0-0 out there. Son.
Jesus,
That's
no,
the way
you get
west. Like,
shanked.
I'm not. Yeah,
I don't get the 0-0. You're drinking beer to get steaming. You're not drinking it for the taste.
I like the Erdinger. I like the Erdinger. Like
You don't.
it's nice.
You don't.
There was one time where we were in the pub and I got offered a lift home, and I went, let me just finish my pint. It was a non-alcoholic one. I went, why am I finishing it? It's not going to do anything for me. Like,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're down it.
Yeah.
We like the
Drink it, yeah. It's just empty calories. I'm just putting in my
That's
body.
what I
like,
mean. Yeah, just get
Yeah.
like a fucking Coke Zero or something.
I think I've said, I can't remember if I've said this in the podcast before. I had Guinness 0-0 one night. I was drinking it properly as if it was like you were out on the rip, and
Yeah.
just wasn't feeling any effects from it. But see, the next morning,
Wonder why.
you get mental. And the next morning, I woke up. It's the exact same hangover effects, bar the sore head.
Yeah.
So like you still get the Guinness shits and like,
your
everything.
shades are still black.
Yeah, that's not worth it. Like, not at all.
See, when you were growing up, did you ever have like this happened to someone I went to a house party with, where they get like 0% alcohol, but they still pretend to be drunk?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because there was just one girl and she could get served and none of us could, so she had to get like the drink for the whole fucking house party. So she had that much stuff to remember, and she was trying to like act older. She ended up getting back 0% for this fella. And we were like,
fuck's
fuck,
sake.
what are we going to do? We were like, just give it to him, don't say anything. And he'd start drinking them, like, and he got about 6 of them. He's like, oh, I'm blocked. And we're like passing out. Everyone's like, you spoofer it.
I used to be guilty of that with weed. I would be like, so I would smoke, and then I would be like, man, I'm so stoned out right now, but I definitely didn't inhale. And I remember being at a party,
All right, Bill
and
Clinton.
smoking, and like being
Was
like,
it Bill Clinton who said that?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Did Bill Clinton smoke a suit?
No, do you know that one where he saw, I did, but I did not inhale.
Oh yeah. No,
Was it Bill Clinton?
no, it's Obama. I'm pretty sure.
Was it? Either way.
Obama. I was smoking a suit, and then like, but I was going pretending I was smoking, like, and then I started running about
I
the house.
don't understand this at all. You just literally put it to your lips and went, and just did nothing.
And I then started running about the house, being like, oh, I need Doritos, got the munchies, man. And
You fucking nerd.
my mate's brother was like, he's such a prick. Like, what way is he behaving?
You'd make me whitey.
yeah, literally. And then like smoking, like I remember chatting to like girls at the time and being like, yeah, I'm really into grass, like. And then when they've given me a joint, I'm like, lovely. And then just
I'm
like,
so glad I didn't know you back then.
yeah.
I think I might have bullied you.
Yeah, you look like a lot of guys who bullied me back in the day. You and your big hair.
And the stomper boots.
Yeah. And geez, you really do like you're going to fucking beat
I
up
know.
Pakistani.
The way
kid
I
today.
looked at him, the way Sean looks like, it's like these two do not look like they should have a podcast together.
No.
I stuck with the All Ireland Sack Pistols.
Yeah.
The GAA man and the EDL boy. The fighter and the kid.
At least we can say like all Catholics aren't the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Trump, EDL, GAA.
I'm not EDL. If you're just get in,
County wanna be on the end of this away. If I didn't do my SEL back when I was 18, I could have made a voice.
Got have made it, boy.
Never told me SEL.
You look like you could stroke over a 45 pretty easily. Like,
I look like it, but no.
No, you're not.
I play for East Belfast Reserves. No.
Reserves?
Yeah, Reserves.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready.
There's literally people from the most Protestant area in East Belfast starting ahead for the first.
Are East Belfast decent or what's the crack there?
No, so they've only been found in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So
but
like
they're still not.
Yeah, so they're down League Division 4. I think they were kind of close to getting promoted this year. So they're sort of they're decent enough. Decent enough.
If Darren Matthews here, she's saying this.
You'll never wear the yellow and black ever again.
I was just going to say, what colour is it? Yellow and black?
Yeah, it had to be like
very
neutral.
neutrally sort of.
Yeah. There was whole stories about like the pitch getting like when the first trained like glass and all left at the pitches and all.
And Boyle showing up as well.
Genuinely disgusting. We make jokes
Yeah.
about stuff, but that's just fucking
And not mental, like
horrible.
But
like.
could you imagine? That's what I don't understand about things like that. Imagine sitting in the house, and be like, what will we do after this, please? We'll go and glass the fucking the 3G with the GA boys go down.
Well, the vast majority of people play there, like kids and like young people.
Is it true like UDA boys actually showed up and just stood at the pitch to intimidate? Is that true? Like I've
Toe
heard
tap
that.
and paddle
And because eventually you look a really fast-paced sport. Eventually, them UDA boys be like, I'm actually kind of getting into this. Like, this Fenian stuff's good.
It's undeniably a good sport, although I can't get into hurling because I literally can't see the ball.
Yeah, that is a big
I
issue.
can't see where it is. Like it's like Quidditch. It's just like I don't know where the fuck it is. Like.
See all the hurling players like before they introduced helmets. They're fucking mad bastards.
When were helmets introduced?
70s.
No, what? No, mid 2000s.
Fuck me.
What?
Yeah. There used to be a guy called The Rock Dean Rock, no, The Rock or something like that that played for Cork. And he just had no helmet and he'd come out. Yeah, Dwayne. Dwayne Rock.
Fucking hell, like.
Yeah, and he would just wear like no helmet. Or like some of them used to have a thing where they just wear, so you know what a hurling helmet looks like? They've got like the metal grid and like the plastic on the back.
Yeah.
So some of them didn't have the face part of it, just like the fucking helmet part.
Jesus Christ. So a lot of boys going to have memory
builder's
problems
hat.
later on in life, like.
Yeah. There was actually, you see, whenever I used to play soccer, so I played for a really shit team, played nets, and we concede like we get beat like 2-3, 4-5-0 every game, but it wasn't my fault. Disclaimer. It's like you have 20 shots a game, you're going to concede a percentage of like a couple, but a couple of games I got so fed up, I went in and bought them rugby scrum caps that like Petr Cech wears.
Petr
Just-
Cech
I was like,
vibes.
if we're going to concede 4 or 5, I may as well look like a complete on our spot.
You look the
Afraid of your
like,
teammates kicking your head in. Sure, get some protection in
Oh,
here.
they're so
Like,
bad. They're like, fucking take that off. You're taking the piss. I'm like, we get beat every week. May as well look shit doing it.
if I was a goalkeeper, I would go full on dickhead. I'd have tracksuit bottoms, baseball cap,
grey ones.
sunglasses on, like looking like prime Chris Kirkland. Like, I'd love that.
Thought some boy was knocking on my door there.
It's Chris Kirkland.
It's my mad neighbour down below. Fuck me, he's putting stuff in my bin. It's driving me mad.
Like, go vent, get it off your
Yeah.
chest. Come on.
He's got
Therapy.
these 2 massive dogs, and every day I open the bin, the dog food.
You're in the bin.
Yeah. That's where they're gonna go. Like I'm not throwing them animal cruelty. But, yeah.
What colour bin do you put your dogs in?
The blue, he's putting his dogs in my blue bin, and like, so I kind of like went like, I rang my dad and was like, can I do something about this? And my dad was like, you're
Daddy!
my dad was like, you're too emotional.
Dogs in my bed.
That's my dad's words. He goes, you are far too emotional. He goes, you'll call at the door and start shouting, and he goes, next thing you know, you'll be crying. Like, stop doing my bin.
Giving them dogs abuse.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Get him off.
Fuck, I should be replaced.
Thank you. Thank you.
2-1.
Would you like to do the results of Room 101, Room 102?
I would love to hear them because I have no idea what they were.
Mine won Room 102. Well, let's go from what they actually are first.
I've got them.
Good
I
man.
took a wee screenshot of the poll. One of them was actually very close. The Room 101. So to recap, adults who still get their mum to buy them clothes,
That was mine, yeah.
26%. People
That's not a
who
winner.
send a text message and don't reply for ages, 35%.
Oh,
And Phony Cab won up with 39%.
fuck! Phonocab were lagging as well for ages,
I
just
know.
like the company.
Yeah.
I know.
But
Get this guy on Have I Got News for You. Like, satirical banter coming out here.
mock the week.
Uber sponsor this podcast, please.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. That would be
That would be
good
amazing.
though. Like,
But I'm banned from Uber, so I'd have to go.
I'd take Eagle taxis at this stage.
We toast ours.
Value cups. Who's the-
The guilty pleasures. Crocs 42%.
That's a winner.
As-
My math
People
is
who
good.
cancel plans 48%.
What? So nobody else voted.
And the reason why is because I chose the Breakfast Club and I got 10%.
You let the side down there.
Wait, that maths doesn't add up. How could you get 42, 48 and 10?
Oh, you're embarrassing yourself.
48, 42
Oh,
and 10.
50.
Yeah, 50. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
So-
people who cancel plans, so like getting a kick out of cancelling plans last
Yeah.
minute. That
Did
goes
you do
out.
the double
Just
this week?
last minute. No, I
No,
lost.
Phony Cab.
Phonocab.
Phony
Nearly
Cab.
done the double. None of us have done the double yet, have we?
You did it last time, didn't you?
Maybe Sean
No,
did.
I think we
No,
used
no,
to
you
do
got,
that.
you got the
Yeah,
yogurts.
we-
You got the yogurts.
The yogurt, yeah, yogurts
I
came
think
in
you got the
clutch.
most in though.
Yeah, I'm a pretty
Overall.
relatable guy, you know.
Apart from that one week, you decided to confess your love for, who was it, Tom Hanks or someone?
Oh, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. I keep saying Tom
Get it
Hanks.
right,
I
Sean.
know.
I deliberately get it
How long
wrong.
have we been doing
I
this,
deliberately
man?
get it wrong just to annoy you.
To be fair, he did talk about Carly Rae Jepsen, and Tom Hanks was in the music video.
Yeah,
so
see, it all-
you're not
You
completely
know how
wrong.
I get confused with, yeah.
He just
with-
loves
with
Tom.
celebrity.
Looks like it's Tom and Jerry.
What's my brother called? Tom.
Tom Smith.
I did not know that.
All the Toms.
Winners win.
So you just want to do your ones this week? 101s, 102s?
I'm up
Yeah,
for
sure.
it. Yes.
I
Can we start with room 102 this week?
Let's
I'm thinking of going
fuck it. Let's
spicy.
mess it up. Fuck it. Let's
Yeah,
go
fuck,
for it.
I'm here enough. Had a few drinks. I'm getting away.
sober Sundays.
I'm feeling crazy. Had a white claw there.
Do you want to go first?
Yes. Okay. So room 102. Our guilty
You want to go
pleasures.
first? Did you know you forget it
buzzing.
if we start talking?
I've realised my memory's quite bad for a kid 24 years
Yeah.
old. So my room 102 is my guilty pleasures. Do you know shit football teams Twitter pages?
Oh, yeah.
That have like top quality banter on them.
Yeah.
They just slobber like fuck.
Yeah. Like I was gonna say Wrexham, but there's kind of a cringe now. Do you know the
Yeah.
one Ryan Reynolds sort of ones, but like the really, really shit ones that like, you know, take the piss out of like Arsenal and like transfers and like, you know, big teams like
Bromwood Town would like to officially announce we haven't bid for Neymar.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
shit like that.
I love that shit. That's class.
Or where they put up like massive announcement videos for players,
Yeah.
even though it's like just some guy who works in the local council.
Fucking class.
Yeah.
I seen some TikTok about some fella who runs like the sort of graphic design of them, and he does like 6 non-league teams.
Fuck.
And he does it for no money. And he just does it lethal quality, and it looks class, and it's just
Like constantly like updating them. Do you know like
Yeah.
the score? Like yes, the best ones are. Do you want to do them like player things or like you
Yeah,
know
so-
such
and
and
if-
scores?
yes.
And it's like the most cringe photo of all time. Somebody's dabbing or something like that. Like all that there crap. Love it.
I always
Love it.
have the idea of what I would do. I would definitely walk up, you know, if I scored in a Premier League football match and it goes, goal, Franco, my pose would be this.
what, like that?
Yeah,
Who
definitely.
does that? That's Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Yeah, well, I'm taking it.
Well, actually,
I
he
am
picked the
Mbappe.
most like famous celebration was all
Yeah.
here. I've got one.
Yeah.
It'd be better than doing the shoo.
But I seen one. What was it? It was like some shit football team, and it was all like you know, like the live updates. It was like 46 minute. John Smith heads home, and someone quote retweeted it and all like, "It's a weird thing to do after scoring."
Yeah.
Such shit banter.
Or like the ones where it's like getting beat 3-0 away from home. I'm logging off for the night. You know, it's like
Yeah,
30
yeah.
minutes in, you're like,
Yeah.
yes, lad.
What's the point? Like, it's just, I love when another team gets, when like say Spurs are playing Arsenal and Arsenal score and it'll just come up, goal, Arsenal.
Ah,
Twitter,
yeah.
they're so better.
You can tell they've typed it, I guess.
Yeah.
Just fuming like. Right, what about you? Guilty
This came
pleasures?
from your room 101 where you were talking about neckbeards, right?
Uh-huh.
So I was like, my beard's getting a bit scruffy. So I went in and for the first time ever got a beard trim, right? Mm-hmm. But then he went, do you want me to do everywhere else? Not everywhere else. Sorry. And then he dropped my drawers. He shaved my tubes.
Manscaped, what?
And he shaved my ass now. No, but then he...
Second crack. Put your feet up in them stirrups.
The Turkish boys will cut anything like
No, what I tweeted about it. I walked in and I was like, can I get a beard trim? Like, Rafa will take you now. Rafa is the man you want.
Beggar Raffo.
Yeah.
Isn't that the guy with
Is
the
that not a
chippy?
chip?
That's
Yeah,
Chippy,
it is,
He moonlighting on it doing the double. But I came in and Rafa was like, what tune you want on, kid? And I was like, I like hip hop. So he put on Many Men by 50
You're a big
Cent.
weed smoker?
Yeah. Shoot. But he done the eyebrows, he done the nose. It was a fucking experience. And he goes, do you want the unibrow done? And I was like, I didn't even know I had a unibrow.
You do have quite considerable eyebrows.
Yeah,
You look sort of like Noel Gallagher as a child.
I'll take that. I'll take
You've
that all
got like
day.
60-year-old man eyebrows. Like if you need to get them trimmed at this age, that's
He done the job.
that's
like.
good genes. Like
Oh yeah, like and see when like he gets the wee blade and all, and he's
Yeah,
just
look, it's
shaving
quite
there.
satisfying looking at that.
Yeah, and then they do when they put that oil on your face and rub it and all, and you just want to go for a kip after.
I just want to kiss.
Yeah, well, I did. I was like, Raffle, come here to see.
Shave my balls, and that's cool.
Get the cutthroat out for my balls. Yeah, that's
So
my
you
guilty
get the
pleasure.
what, like
Like
professional beard trimming? Or
Yeah,
like
yeah, and getting the
bit of
eyebrows
sort of
done.
like, I don't know.
Male manicure.
literally
Yeah.
manscaping. Like
Yeah, I suppose
Yeah.
so. But a male sort of, I don't know.
Yeah, me self care, manicure,
Self-care.
not male,
Self-care.
male manicure. We'll say.
Okay. My guilty pleasure is old man pubs. Not necessarily old man pubs, but like dive pubs. Do you know what I mean? Like shit bars.
like somewhere you
I
couldn't
love that
take
shit.
somewhere you couldn't take a girl on a date. Like
Definitely not.
yeah. I know what you mean.
Like the best way I can describe it, I don't know if you've seen it. You ever see pubs with a flat roof?
Yes, yes.
Do you know what I mean? They're normally like near a council estate
Yeah.
or something like that there, and you go in and they've got like Guinness and Tennants.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say they've got no more than 4 beers on the draft.
And on the back it's like gin, vodka, whiskey, and that's it. And it's
Yeah.
just like fuck all
it's like
selections.
a social club for old men.
Yeah.
That exact idea.
That sort of vibe, because I went to my mate's and he lives near Ardbow in a place called Moortown, which I call Hugs the Lock, right? Proper fucking asshole of Tyrone, like.
Jeez.
And we went to one of the only bars there, and it's called the Battery, which sounds
The
like
Battery,
something out
yeah,
of Peaky Blinders, like. And it's just like anything goes, like.
Fuck.
You can just do whatever you want now, and like the barman gives you a lift home at night, you know, like you don't need to
Like
get a
doing
taxi.
taxi?
You know?
That's
Yeah, it's
lethal.
just fucking.
That's lethal.
I love it, like old man pubs.
That remind you said that, right? So there's a couple of like comedians that were known for like hustling. You know what I mean? Like love a bit of gas
Yeah,
back pocket
hustlers.
stuff, right? Last night, so I was driving last night, and there's a couple of people, because I was in the area, I knew quite a few people doing like in the crowd and stuff. And they're all like, bring your own, so they're all drinking. And whenever I was done the gig, I got paid for doing the spot. And I was about to leave, and then I clocked someone new, and they were the last people in the audience. And I was like, you live up just the Dublin Road there, don't you? And they're like, yeah. I was like, do you want a lift? No one in my mind was like, I might get a couple of quid here, taxi.
Nice.
So I dropped
Andrew
home,
Tate.
and they were blocked. And he opened his wallet to give me money, and I seen he only had a 20 quid note. So he handed me 20 quid, and I was like, here, let me give you like a tenner or a change or something like that. It's ridiculous. Like, he said, no, you were class tonight. You keep it. So got a 20 quid tip last night for drinking someone home.
Fly bastard. How much are you paying him off to Hustlers University?
Yeah, shout out Andrew Tate for that at one.
That's disgraceful.
So it's cancelled now.
I might start doing that though. Any gig I drive to just scope out the audience, like, that boy's black. He needs a lift home here. Just drop people
You're
home
going to
for-
start spiking people so you can give a lift home. Like, you're going to end up
just
fucking.
empty their wallet.
You're just going to be driving around Newry, like looking at people, being like, you.
Oh, it's not limited.
Gonna be on crime watch.
It's not
Yeah.
limited to Newry, Belfast, the past
Everywhere's
Monday night. I'm
getting
not even on. I'm just going to
He'll
start giving
abduct
people
anyone from anywhere. Yeah, they're drunk enough.
Fuck me.
unofficial, yeah, literal fake taxi, like.
So
That's a great shout, and that's, you know, that's the story idea of it. Like the old man bars, that's what the last drop used to be before it became the last drop.
It doesn't seem like it was though.
It was like rough enough, because I remember getting thrown out for wearing jean shorts, which is fair enough.
Shorts?
And, it was during the World Cup, and I was like, oh, I'll go home and get changed. And when I came back, a boy had been fucking killed in the car park. So I was like, you throw me out for wearing jean shorts, but boys are getting killed.
Your stories
Fucking
always
mental.
take the maddest turns.
I know.
Like, you're just like, oh yeah, what?
I went from playful jorts to fucking.
Yeah. And I just come back down in a normal pair of shorts, like, oh, they'll let me in this time. And then the cops and over there, it's mental.
I'd like to know, by the way, not to overshadow that death or IP or the fuck it was, but are jorts bad? Do jorts get a bad rap now?
I think George are dead on. No,
I thought
A
they
girl
were.
recently told me they're a big red flag.
Yeah, apparently
So,
they are,
yeah.
which I didn't really know, and I'm a bit
I quite
pissed
like
off
them.
about.
Yeah.
it depends. You know what? It depends on the George. Do you like the George that are like skin tight on people?
Yeah,
That's
Like,
what
you
all men are.
Oh no, you need a bit of fucking wiggle room in there, like.
bit of wiggle.
Yeah,
What are you wiggling?
You know what I mean.
Wiggling them €20 in your fucking pockets to give people lifts over the border. Right, so old man pubs, bit
Male
of
manicure.
male self care,
Football pages.
Nice.
shit football pages. Like, yeah, okay,
That's good.
Yeah. And then room 101. The one you want to go or?
Yeah, sure. I'll because I just got one today. Boojum, what's going on here? The
You have such a
quality's
love-hate
slacking.
relationship with Boojum.
The quality is slacking, big style. Like it's going
Yeah.
down, going to the dogs. And I don't know whether you're putting MSG in it or what, but
What's MSG? Because I've heard
I
that.
don't know. Apparently, it's I just always hear people saying it's. I don't know actually what it is, but it's not what it was, and it's making me depressed. Like,
Make Boojum great again.
Mess me in and make it happen. A Boojum used to last you a day. It was like a baby, like a small baby you're eating.
Yeah.
Almost it was that big.
And you've eaten plenty of small babies, haven't you?
And my neighbour's dogs. And like it used to last forever, and you'd be able to work your way through it, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Had one earlier on. Still hungry.
Yeah. So you mean the portion sizes?
Yeah, and you're not getting enough chicken in it as well.
Can I ask questions between the three of us? Bowl or burrito?
Bowl.
I think my burrito, man.
I'm not a big fan of Boojum, full stop. I think it's very overrated.
love
Incredible.
it.
It's just Uncle Ben's in a bowl. That's what it is.
You take that back.
I do like it.
It's just that thing. It's like because here we're not very, let's just say, adventurous with our foods.
No.
So
Yeah.
anything that's sort of different, like this is fucking class, boys. It's like when pizza first came into the country.
Jalapenos and that, never.
Yeah.
Bit
It's
of
like,
lettuce.
will it have the same legacy as like the Italians bringing pizza over? I don't think so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's whenever we start doing, you're like, yes, it's caught on.
Pulled pork was the big one for a while. There were so many fucking pulled pork joints opening. I was like, oh, you want pulled pork with barbecue? Like,
I'm not big into
disappeared.
pulled pork. It turns me a wee bit.
The texture, the slimy sort of.
It's just a wee bit.
Do you know, just we were talking about food there? So the girl I work with, right? Her parents own a Chinese in Bangor, right?
Right.
And we were sort of winding her up, being like what would you get from a Chinese? Like
Is she Chinese?
she's like, yeah, properly Chinese, right?
Okay.
And it was like, what would you get from a Chinese? And before she got the words out of her mouth, were like chicken balls, salt and cheese chicken and all. And she's like, that's white people Chinese. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like,
It is.
how dare you? Like,
That's EDL member
but
Chinese.
it turns out, right? So she was telling us, like, we're like, where is the best Chinese? If you want like the food she eats, she's like some sort of duck or some shade, right? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, not a foreign mukbang.
yeah.
Just 3 chicken balls of curry.
Yeah. And we're like, where would you go? And there's like a Chinese restaurant on Botanic, right? It sort of sits just below the pavement. It's like big black windows. People probably hopefully know what I'm talking about.
I know we're
but
on
apparently
about
in there, right? See if we go in, we just get the menu. But see if she goes in, there's like a secret menu for like actual Chinese people.
What?
Yeah. So
Bring out the good stuff.
So apparently, and this is like a lot of Chineses have this, where it's like if they see an actual Chinese person come in, it's like, oh, here's the actual like the good shit.
Discrimination.
Isn't it?
I'm sick of white people getting fucking second class citizens. God's
Break out the
sake.
good China. There's Chinese in.
Nah, but I've even if they give me that menu, I'd probably still go to the original one.
Yeah.
Because I'm an uncultured.
Probably in Chinese too, and we just be like, can I get the salt and chili chicken? No, you're not even reading the menu. You go to Chinese, you know what you want.
I would eat salt and chili anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
salt and chili chicken might be my favourite food.
I would eat like a dead body if it was salt and chili chicken flavour.
My neighbour's dogs and salt and chili.
That's what you get in some Chinese.
My mate recently texted me. I'm going, I got a Chinese. Like, what'd you get? It's the worst Chinese I've ever heard. He goes, onion rings, chips, rice. He goes, prawn toast. That was it. I went, you just got all sides.
You got Iceland party food.
Yeah. And he goes, I treated myself because it was my birthday. I was like, you didn't
That's
treat
so
yourself.
fucking depressing.
I feel like we're all friends now. I can share this, right?
Oh,
so
fuck.
see whenever people are gonna get triggered at this, right? So whenever we went to the Chinese, I used to. We weren't a very cultured family growing up, you know, trying different things. Like even like salt and chili chicken would have been too adventurous for me at the time. So I would have got a sausage supper from the Chinese
Oh, for fuck's
with
sake.
gravy.
Now, if getting from a Chinese takeaway,
Yeah,
what age are you?
up until I was about 16.
Oh, fuck.
Do you know what? I'm letting that slide.
Yeah.
I'm letting that slide.
And then
like-
if I was feeling adventurous, I would get a wee bit of rice with it.
I used to
Rice
get
and
rice.
sausage.
Yeah.
no, I'm not letting it slide.
try and mix them
Bringing
together.
that back. Fuck you.
Fuck, I've overshared.
Yeah, you've overshared.
I used to get slag quite badly in school because my mum would give me wee sushi packs, but I went to quite a chavvy school, so I would come in and they would be like, "What?" Oh, what's that? I was like, "What the fuck are you eating?" I'd be like, "Oh, it's a California roll." Wanting to smack my head in.
How are you still alive?
You're walking around. So what age are you here?
I'm at 11
So you're 11, walking around
with a wee tub of soy sauce and all,
soy
dipping it
sauce,
in,
and then you grew up to be the guy going, "I'm a big in the weed."
yeah.
At that age, I was surviving on ham and cheese toasties. That's it in school. Like if I was lucky.
No, pal. Then we had like a charcuterie board, and then we
I do like a charcuterie board.
Yeah,
Yeah. I can't pretend we didn't have them. But see, when you were saying about like the gravy, the Chinese gravy, it's always like black.
yeah, tar.
There's one place in Uri that don't get it right. I agree with you. I don't like it. There's only one particular Chinese in Uri.
Yeah. Like I judge a Chinese on like the more luminous the curry, the more likely it's being extorted by the UDA.
The more likely the guy answering the phone is white.
And then the other thing I found out. So if you've ever heard from a Chinese a thing called rainbow sauce.
I've heard. No, that's from the prank call.
Oh, yes. Porcelain Rex McJimmy.
Yeah. He says something to do with rainbow and that, like.
So apparently rainbow sauce is actually a thing. Apparently rainbow sauce is like some just absolute hellion just gets all the sauces in one.
Oh, fuck.
That is
So it's
grim.
like gravy, curry, sweet and sour, fucking you name it, it's in there. And you just
Curry.
whack it over everything. Yeah, curry.
That sounds
Oh.
disgusting.
Curry
Can I just-
spicy samurai sword.
Yes, see what he's quoted there and I've quoted there. Have you seen this, Sean?
No, what is it?
The Chinese prank call.
Please, anyone watching this, Northern Ireland
funny.
Chinese takeaway prank phone call. It's from about 12 years ago. It is phenomenal.
Give me the phone, son.
What do they do? Is it
He rings up a Chinese and he has the woman on strings for about 6 minutes.
6 of the funniest minutes ever.
And he's asking for all these things that you can't get in the Chinese.
Lighter clippers and all.
But because he started off by asking for a curry chip, she thinks it's real. She's all like, apology that phone please, it's a problem of markers. She's all, we don't do that, that's the Chinese. Do you not do that, love?
He goes, but it's his son on first, and the son's like, "Oh, give me," and he goes, "Give me the phone, son." He goes, "Don't hit me, daddy."
But it's the same guy, just pretending to be his dad.
Oh fuck!
how have we never seen this? That's
And a
fucking-
gravy mix.
That's amazing.
Did you ever see the Belfast prank call? He just rings. It's not even a prank call. It's just a guy getting abused down the phone. He goes, "Well, penis breath."
The best line in that one, he goes, "I'll have your granny folded up like a deck chair, sniffing her knickers."
Or he goes, "You don't even know who I am." He goes, "I do, darn." He goes, "Fuck." He goes,
But please search up those videos. They're fucking class.
Prank
Old
calls are
classics.
such a dead art now. You know what I mean?
I used to love
We
them.
need to bring them back.
Well, that's what I used to do.
Yeah.
I used to make fucking
What?
prank phone calls on YouTube. Like, I had like a
Such great-
serious like channel, and all, like a paid now.
so funny.
I swear to God, like, for me, it was about 14 to about 16. I made YouTube
Phone-
videos and all.
phone
Like, I
jacker?
used to get like some of my videos had, I think maybe the most I got was like 27,000 views. Like.
Fuck
What?
me.
I used to make like, but then I had to delete them all. Like,
What was your best prank call?
Who'd you go to?
it was a prank phone call. I used to always prank phone call this guy because this is how old this was. I didn't even like Google stuff. I used to get the local paper,
For fuck's sake.
and go to the ad section. It's actually perfect for prank phone calls because you're getting local people who are fucking loopers. See if you ring like a chain, they're all being professional. Yes sir, please sir. You want to ring some guy who's fucking
Nuts.
answering a Nokia phone, right?
Yeah, selling 3 Rottweilers or something like that.
Yeah, stuff like that. So I used to ring this guy who was a chimney sweep, right? Because I just thought that was hilarious that a chimney sweep existed.
Still today, like, fuck.
And like I rang him like 3 times, and he just eventually lost the plot with me. He goes, "It's not a chimney sweep you need. It's a fucking psychiatrist."
Oh, fuck.
And there was this other guy, and he was like van removal, right? So I rang him once, and I was on, mate, I need to get like a piano removed from my house, like a big fucking grand piano and all. He's alright, no ball and all. We're organising when they come down, and I was all, here, I'll play it for you and all. So I started playing the piano down the phone because I had a piano in my house, but like just really, really shit. Like.
That's class.
And then I had him on the phone for about 10 minutes, and then he was all, right, so what address is it? And I was all, I don't know. He was all, what do you mean you don't know? And I was all, it's not my house, mate. I broke in, I'm just trying to steal it.
Mate, I've heard that.
Have you?
You put that one on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yes, I've definitely heard that one.
That was
Fuck me.
me, like.
There's the one where he rings the pizza and goes, the pizza's upside down. He was the fucking. I'll tell you what, I was opening the box the wrong way.
No, he rings. You've told that so bad.
Yeah, I have to butcher that story. Like,
He rings the pizza place and he complains about there being no toppings on his pizza.
Yeah.
And he has the person there for 5 minutes, and then when they come back to the phone, he's all, "Ah, mate, I'm just realising I've had it upside down the whole time."
oh, so funny.
I love stupid shit like that. That's fantastic.
So one last one before we keep talking about prank phone calls. There's this fella, and he's only about 16, and he rings this woman who's selling a pit bike, you know, like a fucking scrambler.
Yeah.
And he's is it a good wee fucking, there's a good bike and on, so aye, it's MOT and taxed, aye. It's a 50cc, aye. Is it a good wee runner? Aye. Will you make it your shoes on, run after? Phone down.
That one as well.
One that. Unreal, mate.
Used to be able to go on and do like famous celebrities, and you could pretend to be them by just hitting over the phrases they said. I still have to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Bring back fucking prank phone calls.
Yeah. Should we do a segment where we just ring people?
Yeah. Well, Shane Todd did that. But
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It's such a dying craft now. If people don't even answer their phone anymore, you know what I mean? You wouldn't get them headers you found back in the day. Like,
It's unbelievable. I still see the chimney sweep van around Lerk, and I'm all,
He's a big listener to the podcast.
I had him on
You're
strings
fucked.
for about 2 years that way.
you abused that man.
Phenomenal. What?
You abused that man.
Look,
We've all done stuff in our
I'm
proud
doing
of.
one of the hardest graphs known to mankind. And you're just like, see, you can't.
it's not a chimney sweep you need, it's a fucking psychiatrist. That's the way he said it as well. Psychiatrist.
Yeah, this way.
Oh, I might do that someday. A reunion. The old prank phone calls.
You should. What if you just phoned them like, "I'm really sorry," you know, just really like apologize to him, but then flip it
And
back
then
and
ring
say,
him again.
yeah. Ring him again. It's like, I tell you what you need, fella. A psychiatrist.
A
And just
fucking
flip it back on
psychiatrist.
him.
How did we get on to? What was your room 101?
Boojum.
Boojum.
How the fuck did we get on from Boojum to this? Right.
That's insane.
Who's up next for Room 101?
My room one, sort of touched on at the start of the podcast, but my room one this week is people who are like, I am the designated driver, and then you get there and they're like, I'm actually gonna have a few wee beers tonight.
This is your pet peeve.
And you're just like, why even nominate yourself as driving? You know what I mean?
Is this you calling out your missus?
Absolutely. She doesn't listen to the podcast. I'll just give her scalp when I get home. But yeah, that's mine. It's just whenever you're like so committed, you're like, yes, when I get there later, if someone driving, I'm gonna get on the beer, and then you get there and like, I've had a wee G&T, and you're like,
Do you know
you
what you should
selfish
do?
cunt.
Double down, get fucking blocked and go, right, well, it's your
Taxi.
What are you going to do?
Get about be stranded in Hilltown.
Is Hilltown
That's-
like the sticks?
Oh, these sticks.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
The stick of the sticks.
Yeah, super sticks.
Sticky situation.
Mine is, it's quite a weird pet peeve. The grogginess that you feel after a nap.
Or it takes you a while to
yes,
come
I know.
back.
I'm fucking awful with it. I wake up and I can't tell you what planet I'm on.
See where you're like, it's touch and go as well with a nap at times. Like,
Yeah.
could they send me the right way, or could I just ruin the rest of my day where I can't
Yeah.
get out of it?
I'm not a nap guy for that very reason. If I fall asleep for 20 minutes, wake up, I'm in, you know, a different
It
planet.
scares
Like,
me.
it's
I
awful.
wake up and I'm all, I don't know what how the
Universe
world
I'm in?
works.
Yeah.
Like it fucking petrifies me sometimes. I'm like, what's going on here? Like?
This is like, you ever get, it happened to me on Friday, you ever get where you're driving back somewhere and you're in the back of the car and you're sleeping,
Yeah.
you see when you're just falling into the sleep and you and come out of it and you
Jolt.
feel like you're falling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the worst fucking feeling in the
And you're
world.
hungover as well.
Yeah.
You've got the fear.
Yeah. I cannot.
Chimney sweep.
I can't do it. I can't sleep. But like say, Right, so I would say if I had a superpower, it would be falling asleep. I can literally go. See, when it comes to going to the cot, pillow, bed, blanket, out like that. I do that. I just. Ashton always tells me I just jolt. I go, and then just out for the night.
I can go to sleep on planes and stuff. Can you not do that?
No, I can't sleep on planes. Can't sleep in cars. Can't sleep during the daytime. But see, when it comes to like after 9, I will sleep like a baby.
It's a nice schedule, but
it's probably for the best. Like,
no, it's definitely better. But I definitely I would love to have a wee nap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just a wee daytime, especially when you're actually like.
But no, the feeling when you wake up afterwards, it's not worth it. Like
on holidays, but see a wee mid-afternoon
not
nap.
too bad on a holiday.
Because you get up and straight away, on up here, another beer.
Go to sleep, another beer.
I love it.
Right, room 101 then. So grogginess after a nap, boojum,
and
people
designated drivers actually having a drink.
Having a drink.
That just sounds like you're going, you've been really irresponsible.
Never ever drink and drink.
So as always, we'll put the polls up on Instagram and the people can vote.
Mm-hmm. Yes, perfect.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
There was a topic I was saying to yourself that so I was in the off license yesterday, and my dad's mate came in and was chatting to me about, well, Franco, any gigs coming up? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing this and this and this one. And I went, and I'm actually doing one when I go to Barcelona in Spain. And he went, well, why are you doing it under the name Ciaran Franco? And I was like, that's a fucking very good point. Barcelona, which were fucking brutally tortured by the general, and they're gonna bring me on a bit in a Catalonian place. And next up, Ciaran Franco. So I'm gonna have to perform under Ciaran Franco's a stage name, obviously. So I'm gonna need to perform under like my real name or something, because it's gonna be weird.
You could just go with the Ciaran Franco bit and just explain it, and you might get laughs out of it.
That's what we were thinking as well. But
or Ciaran Frank, just drop the
Michael Ciaran Frank. Yeah, let's be frank here.
Or Franco Ciaran. I don't know.
Or make it up. No relation to who you're thinking of, James.
Franco.
One of my favorite things to do is these days. Whenever you like take the last letter from the second word, the first, just swap the letters of words around. So like, if instead of Ciaran Franco, you'd be Ciaran Franco.
Gator Piffin.
Yeah. Gator, yeah.
I don't know why that's so entertaining to me. Like, Sean McAleavey. I don't know.
Sean McAleavey.
It's like you're calling the shit.
That's the worst crack ever. I don't know why I think that's entertaining.
That's your next crowd work sorted.
Yeah.
What's your name? There's not a way to put them down. Don't way around. Applause breaks. Roof comes up.
Roof falls in.
Oh, brilliant. Well, we mentioned the fact that we're meant to have a guest today, but it had to be.
Oh, he's sitting right there, yeah.
Fuck, and our guest, forgot to say him. Here he comes.
We had a late minute pull out for the guest. He unfortunately couldn't make it, but we'll hopefully get it rescheduled just in case that everyone's going, them lamb bastards said the guest this week. Like.
It's the invisible man.
He's the invisible man, yeah.
Yeah, so.
But we will get a guest
pronto.
We are getting a guest, and also let us know who you want to see as guest, because
that'd be good.
Yeah,
we could ask them.
Get some recommendations in there. And don't be sending your da or your ma
or
something like that,
because we see them in our own time.
Yeah,
we don't do that on camera.
Any exes want to come on and we can reunite?
The fuck are you doing, you psycho? Moving swiftly on.
I was actually going to say, if 5 people send the word Louise, we'll get Ciaran's ma on.
We'll get my mom. We'll get
and just sitting beside me.
We'll get the chimney sweep on. Settle the debate.
That bay, I rang him fucking 10 years ago, and he didn't sound like he knew what the internet was. So I don't think he knows what podcast
Roy Keane and Vieira, you in the chimney sweep? Sit down.
He's just sitting there. He's like, fuck, but he don't even has chimneys anymore. The industry's dead. And it's like,
it is.
Yeah.
Like the milkman. He died.
First brand deal.
He
sponsors the podcast. Yeah. Let's reignite the chimney sweep industry.
I want to vouch for the milkman to sponsor us.
The milkman?
He's dead now, like, but like
your dad.
All milkmen died out. There's like, well, soon enough, like, there's not many of them left. There's no phone boxes either anymore.
I know.
They're not like woolly mammoths. Like, they're not extinct.
But soon enough, everyone
they're just regular men. Like,
they're all drug dealers now.
They just work in concentrics or something.
But they don't exist anymore. So soon enough, the last milkman will have died. It's weird.
You really do become a philosopher when you're hungover, don't you? Yeah. You need to get back to the fucking weed.
Yeah, the legacy of the milkman.
You sitting up in the middle and he's like, where's the last milkman? What's he doing himself?
Did you ever get a milkman? Did you ever have to live in your house? I
love that awkward conversation your parents had to have when you didn't want the milkman anymore. It's like a proper breakup. Like, you're like, look, mate, we're going to just get our own milk now, you know.
Sit you down.
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
Your mum and your daddy still really love you. Yeah. It's not your fault.
We'll not be able to give you a 180 every 2 weeks now for the milk, you know.
Oh, fuck. The main man, remember him who drove the lemonade?
Oh, I thought you meant just like the top one guy.
The main man.
That's what my dad always says. Where's the main man?
Main laminate, yeah, it was sick. Like. We used to get Sookies delivered. First time I ever had a Sookie
Ooh.
delivered by our milkman. Yeah.
Sookies used to do a milkshake as well, which was fucking top notch. And they
never
don't do it
seen that.
anymore. It's called
What,
shaky.
what do you think is like? So instead of the milkman, do you know the way he was like a regular guy that just did like a basic service you need?
Yeah.
What should there be now? What should be the modern equivalent of that?
We've got it. It's Deliveroo.
Yeah.
No,
It's
but
Uber
like
Eats,
something that's like, you know, they just carry, like they just drop it to your door and like, fuck, that's it sorted now. Do you like toilet roll or like something?
Cocaine.
Yeah.
Drug dealers.
Yeah.
Weed.
In Newcastle, well, I'm not going to do him in like, but he was
'Cause you
called
can't.
he was called Happy Chappy, and he drove a taxi. So then he would just pull up and he would get this taxi and he would drive around the block being like, so where do you want to go, mate? And he'd pass him the money and he'd give you
Was
the
he a
thing
taxi
back.
driver?
Yeah, he was the taxi driver who moonlighted, but his nickname was Happy Chappy.
And what did he have?
So you'd be like, where do you want to go, mate? And I'd be just driving around the block, and then he'd give him the money and he'd pull, you know, the, what do you call it, the handrail or the handrest?
Right.
He'd pull that down, and then like there'd be a wee hidden compartment, and that's where he kept all the stuff. That boy
How
was
big
clued
was
in.
this
Like,
handrail? What the fuck?
this boy was clued in. Happy Chappy.
You're making my, like, whenever I said earlier that I'm going to start taxing people after gigs,
That's
real,
what you're gonna
real
start
sus.
doing.
Yeah.
You give me a new idea.
I mean, he could have just put it. He could have just put it in the glove compartment, like. But you know,
So is that what you want to do?
Happy Chappy. We'll need to get my driving test first.
Yeah, right. No, just you on the bike.
Yeah.
Go, I want gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Chappy sounds like a weird spin off of like fake taxi. It's just,
He was also not a very happy chappy at all.
It was an ironic nickname. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
one day
He's an angry woman.
oh, there was the day I got into the wrong taxi as well, and then I got in, and then I went, right, mate, and they give him the money, and he went, and I could hear the taxi behind beeping, and I went, oh fuck, you're not happy, Chappy.
You fucking.
During lockdown as well.
What a sentence. Oh wait, you're not happy, chap.
Yeah, I got in the wrong taxi to buy drunk seat.
sure, I'm still listening to this podcast.
Yeah, probably not off this.
I appreciate your honesty anyway. What I want to talk about, Ernie, is buzzing to watch the women's Euros final.
Yeah, well, that's what you're getting kicked out at 5.
I was kidding. Is that, do you know what's really weird, right? Do you know, I've only discovered this week that the other side of the community, Protestants, don't like England.
I heard you were talking about women.
Oh, yeah.
Women, yeah.
No, fuck him. But I didn't know Protestants didn't
Yeah.
like England.
That's a football team.
Yeah, the football team. But in my brain, it's like, because they're women, I kind of want them to win.
I don't care about men or women's England team.
You hate both of them equally?
No, I don't hate them. I don't care. I don't hate like England football team. Like I know all the players and I like watching because I find it interesting. Like put it this way: see when Italy was playing England,
Yeah.
I just wanted in that final Euros. I just wanted something mental to happen.
And it
I
did.
didn't care
It did, yeah.
who won, who lost. I just wanted something berserk to happen, just so I could laugh about it. And then missing the penalties, that was funny for me.
This England team are quite, I'm going to get my head shut off here, are quite likeable for like the players like Saka,
It's-
Sterling.
The players
Yeah.
are fine. It's the fans that everyone
Yeah, it's the
fears.
fans, that's it,
Yeah, I would agree with that. But will you be watching it?
No.
No.
No. See, I
you
haven't
watch
watched
it?
any of it, but I would quite like to watch it. Yeah.
I might, at first, I might stick it on. Like, don't know. We'll see.
I might stick it on for 5 minutes.
Don't know. I don't look like a kind of guy that's going to sit and watch the England football team play today. Like, Jesus Christ.
They're playing Germany. Get cheer on Germany.
Dag Mineshaft.
What's that mean?
Is that not the name of the German national team? England or the Free Lions?
Oh, I didn't
Spanish
know.
or yeah.
Good knowledge of it is.
Wee bit of pub trivia there for you boys.
Pub trivia for you folks.
What time are we on, sir? Now?
Like 35.
35, right. I want to talk about something very, very serious
Oh.
in relation to sport. Then you see the contentious decision where DJ Conor Burns lost his boxing fight.
What?
See him punching the referee?
Do you not see this?
No, not even.
John Talon, because I'm too emotional.
Well, I
haven't got over it yet.
I just seen the result coming, right? So basically what happened was I didn't get the pay-per-view, right? Couldn't watch the fight
man.
live. You know what I
Jesus.
mean? Didn't have it.
And you have all that taxi
And
money?
I know, fuck's sake. And then I just seen, so what happened was the referee, when he was calling it Joe's split decision or whatever it was, the referee sort of lifted his hand up slightly as if he was going to give it to him, and then lifted the other boy's hand up.
But what it was, the person was all, and the new, and you could see Conor going like, but I already am the champion. What do you mean the new? And he's all, whoever the other guy's name is.
Who was the other guy?
Fucking not a fucking
Another space
boxer.
cadet?
Some guy from the local
It
pub.
was Manny Pacquiao.
I don't know, but he had a fucking tribal tattoo on his face
did he?
and a white tagger.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's a bit weird the way he's eating Arts Community Centre, like, for fucking.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I always see Conor Burns in Anson Road by Cassidy's pub.
Well, don't bring it up because when the announcement was done,
Fuck's
he
out of
punched the ref, and the ref's all, I didn't fucking judge it. It's them guys over there. And then he's all like, he like gets out of the ring and all, and they're all, no, we're only messing. He's all, fuck off.
That's a
He
robbery.
was storming around the ring. It was hilarious.
But there's a clip of him coming out, and he's coming out like a pure fucking rave song. and he's getting it all out there, and he tries to get up on like the the corner, like stand up, and he keeps slipping off.
For fuck's sake!
And then he gets on the floor and starts dry humping the ring. And then he gets hit.
Did you ever see the video of him giving the team talk to the kids, like under 12 team?
Oh, unbelievable!
So funny, like.
Was there not one recently he was giving like a team talk before heading out and he's like, boys, just keep the discipline, and then he got sent off in like the 20th minute.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Gold. If you don't know who we're on about, Google Facebook
legend.
DJ Connor Burns.
Just a legend.
Is he actually a DJ?
No.
He's
He's got a Spotify playlist. I met him in Thompson's. He was doing the door, and I went in, and I was all, well, fucking Connor Burns, and he was buzzing like, and I was all, mate, come on, we'll get a selfie, you know.
Is that what you sent me that? Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a photo of him and all, but like he hadn't a clue what was going on, because obviously he's not a real bouncer, but the guys like let him pretend that he's a real bouncer. So I went in and he was all right, go just stand in there, and then I went in, the real bouncers were like, nah, actually stand out.
Oh, fuck.
Don't listen to him.
Do you remember the guy jumped off the balcony in Thompson's and
Why do you keep doing this every week?
Is that on? Have I talked about this before?
No,
you just keep
we're on
jumping
with the fact that every story you tell, someone's getting battered,
Someone's dead by the end of the story.
Yeah.
jumping off a bonfire, battering a taxi driver.
Yeah. I was
Somebody down in a car park.
I was on a date and like we got picked up and our mate was like, oh yeah, something serious happened in Thompson's tonight. A guy for the laugh dolphin dived off the balcony.
I did hear about that.
The toilet, man, and I erupted in tears in the taxi. She's like, that's not funny. And I had to
The
like
toilet man, like.
yeah, and I couldn't stop laughing. And like my mates were like, that's sick in the group chat, and I was like, I know, but like imagine just coming out of the toilet going, you want to spray? And just going,
This is dead body smell of savage.
the boy got up after he'd crushed the fella and went fuck and walked across the AM/PM and had a pint.
His last words were, no spray, no lay.
Yeah. Literally laying on the ground. Fuck.
Who was it? Fucking Jeff Hardy? Yeah. Swanton bomb on somebody and then go.
What was the story there? Like there wasn't actually anything majorly wrong, wasn't there? It was just sort of like,
No, he was just hurt, like, but like it was just like the fact the boy afterwards went, oh fuck, and instead of running home, went, I'm gonna go across the MPM and have a pint and wait for all this to
To be
blow
fair,
over.
if I crushed the toilet at hands of death, I could do a pint of harp like.
I love Thompson's whenever they posted, this is the end of our Thompson sponsorship by the way, whenever they posted at the time they're like, don't worry, it was just a toilet key. You know what I mean? He's like, don't be worried. Like,
yeah.
there's all these rumours that your boy says like, don't worry, just toilet key, he's dead on. He's not even an employee here, don't worry.
There's been
grim,
an
like.
incident.
Yeah.
They were posting that. Oh fuck.
It's only his first shift, don't worry about it, lads, he's dead on.
Fuck that, boys.
There'll be more stories of murder from Ciaran next week.
You do have an obsession.
We just need to give you a murder segment.
A lot of boys end up getting hurt when I'm around.
You do have a lot of murder questions.
Yeah.
Would you like to go into questions? Anyone else have any more topics you'd like to discuss?
I sort of want to. We didn't really recap on what we were doing this week, the stand up and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
true.
What was that?
I had a gig on Wednesday it was run by the Rainbow Project. It was for LGBT pride, all that carry on. All that carry on, you know, all that
Carry on,
stuff.
yeah. Oh, liberal.
I do look like soda would fucking hate it. Like. But no, it was a brilliant gig. It was fucking massive. It was like over 100 people in it, like, which I was not expecting. Everyone just fucking done class.
When you came on stage, like, there's Combo from This Is England.
Yeah, I was. This is England all week, so I think it's probably what inspired this outfit.
I haven't done one yet, but for some reason, just like gay audiences seem the best.
Coven's one of my favourite
I
gigs
was
ever.
really nervous beforehand, and then went up and like I was saying to Ciaran before you came here today, like, see when I was on stage, I was just having fun. Like,
Yeah,
just like
there's no better feeling.
I went to get a drink, but I realised I'd set my water bottle like really far away, so like it took me 3 seconds to get it, which, as you know, on stage, 3 seconds of like silence feels like half an hour. But I just started joking about like, fuck, I shouldn't have set that water so far away from myself. And like, I done a joke which like referenced like football players, and they all laughed. And I was like, fuck, I didn't think a football joke would go down well here. Like, and just like riffing stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like you felt so safe to say whatever
like,
you wanted.
Last night I did well in there, but I didn't settle. Joe, and you like couldn't get into that rhythm. You're like, you're worrying about what you're going to say next, and you couldn't really remember the
You're
whole thing.
working.
Yeah.
You're literally working.
Yeah,
like,
you felt it like, but you did well. But for some reason that like sort of rumour seems to be like, you know, like a gay pride event or whatever it is, just seems the best crack, and they all have fucking cracking laughs on them. It seems as well.
It was good crack. It was really like your woman. The fella who organised it, Leo, he unfortunately got COVID and couldn't come, so some other woman was like running it, and she was, I don't really know what I'm doing, blah blah blah. And like as soon as like the first half was over, I was all like, this is going class. Like she actually ended up shooting off, but like she was all like, we're definitely going to do this next year. Like
Left with all the
success. But no, it was very good.
I was down in Cork gigging first time ever in Cork as well.
Cork boy.
With Jordan Robinson, Jack McGee and Luke McGibbon, and it was great fun. Like the gig was great, but I think the crack was where our bonding was the better part.
Anyone die?
Yeah, no.
Any stories or any brutal murder?
It'll come out in 10 years' time.
We went-
Kieran murdered that boy outside.
We went to a prison after this day after, like
Visit your dad?
Yeah. Me and him spoke, and he was like, "How you doing, son?" I was like, "I'm doing a bit of stand-up comedy." He goes, "Oh, fair play to you." No, it's good crack. And then when we were on the prison island as well, they told us a really disturbing fact that the English refused to play football in the recreational bit on Irish soil, so they had to transport English soil over and have English soil planted there, or else the
Rightly
English
so.
wouldn't play football on there.
What?
Yeah.
They wouldn't play football unless there was English soil.
Yeah, so they had to dig the ground up, put soil from England that had been shipped over down, and then the English would play football on that land. How fucking mental is that?
Why the fuck did they do it?
How
Just say
desperate were they for
Yeah.
to give a five aside?
Yeah.
The transport bits of
it's
Manchester.
mental, like. So Brits out.
What was the prison that you're in?
It was called Spike Island, so it is, sounds like a prison.
Spike Island. That's a movie about the Stone
Rolling
Roses.
Stones, yeah, Stone Roses, but said Rolling Stones. But when
Spike
we were
Island's
there,
really famous. It's only got shut down recently, no?
yeah, there was a massive rat in 1985. A load of like young prisoners got it and burnt down one of the wings and all.
I never
you
heard
can
of
tell.
this.
You can tell I was listening to the tour.
Yeah, very good.
And basically, well, the best whole part of the fucking tour. You can tell I'm hungover. Was this wee girl?
Rolling Stones were there.
This wee girl went to her daddy. Why the fuck's it called Spike Island? There's no spikes.
Slap unpack now.
And then me and Sean also done a gig in the American bar, which was the hottest room I've ever been in my life.
And we all died. No. Actually, no, sorry.
I've done quite well.
I feel silly today. I don't know. That's fucking.
We went to, I've done the American bar before, but this week we went for like a trad thing because Belfast Trad was on. Fucking sweatbox.
It's
Yeah.
just too warm, like.
It's ridiculous. Like,
I was like booked to do the headline it, and I went to him, "How long do you want me to do?" And he said 10 minutes. Then when I'd done 10 minutes, he was like, "No, you can keep going." And I was like, "Well, all right." So done an extra 5 minutes, and he was like, "That's when you came up." And then you were downstairs, and then you were arriving just as I was finishing.
Uh-huh.
And then I finished, and he went, "So that's you done?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, you only told me to do like 10 minutes." And then he went, "Well, I guess that's the end of the night, guys."
beautifully organised.
There's something. I'm not even going to go down the route of this conversation. Actually, there's just.
I wasn't there, so
Yeah.
I have no fucking horse in this race. So I'm just poking them.
I'm not. I've done MC, and there's times it hasn't gone well and stuff like that. But it was just a fucking chaotic night. Like I was brought onto the stage, and I'm sure you're the same. It's just like, so next up it's Sean. I'm like, I'm not that big of a celebrity. We can
There's a
just
wee
start
fella
running-
here who wants to tell a few jokes.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring him up stage.
The MC started like fucking heckling some of the acts on stage and all of this. But you couldn't. He wasn't in the crowd. He was like off the side of the stage. No one could see him, so you hear just like voice from the side of the stage being like, "Fuck up, man." You're like, "Oh."
See, if I was there and not on, and I was witness this, I would have been pissing myself.
Yeah.
Just knowing what these were going through, and like I didn't have to deal with it.
I hadn't shot. Well, I showered, but like you're traveling all day straight up from Cork.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
stay
it's
after.
sticky as fuck. You just wanted to get on and get it like over and
You
done
were
with.
out of prison for
Yeah,
coming.
straight out of prison, same with that. And then,
Your ass was aching.
Also-
Also, coke up it.
here's a couple bumps, get you through the next week. Also, see during your set, like a hen party walked in,
Yeah, a fucking.
like a full pack of the cast of loose women, like
I
all
was
these
saying,
dildos.
who goes on a ham party to fucking
The
Dock
American
Street
bar.
in Belfast?
You know the best part about that whole gig? The chef gave us. Well, he didn't give us. We bought dinner at the end.
It was,
and
all good. We did this thing where he paid him money and he then gave us food. It was mad.
Yeah.
It was actually so crazy.
It was lovely. It was a lovely meal. That's what I say. But then he done that thing where I done well enough, but I didn't like. It was his first time ever seeing me. And he's a friend of my mum's, and I went, "All right, how do you think that went?" And he just went, "Fair play to you." And
Yes.
and that's after you've referenced it. I was like, "Oh man, if your cheese toasty wasn't as good as it is, I'd been slapping you."
He'd be slapping all around you. Fuck, fair play, well.
Even read the Ever since I've dropped the fair play bomb, every person I know is like, fair play, lad. It's
Yeah.
like, you can't.
Your
Fuck
mates
it.
came up to me in the Bellevue and we're all fair play to you for doing this, fair play. And I went, right, cheers. And then they got me mixed up with you. So
Because he came up to me, he was all, I told that by fair play, and I was all, he's the one who said fair play, not Kieran, you dick. He's all, oh fuck's sake, I was second about the whole way up. I thought that was class.
I wasn't even on that night. Imagine they come up and be like, fair play. I was like, that would have been 10 times funnier.
Yeah.
So fair play to you. And I went, for what, organising this or what's the crack here?
Just in general, for
fair play.
For surviving.
Still being here.
Do you want to go into questions?
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
tip into a few.
I got a cracker that my friend Bradley gave us, which is just hilarious. Which is basically hang on, I just know it off the top of my head anyway. It's why do schmicks always have lethal looking girls?
Yeah,
Like that's
I can see that there. Because I think it's
Yeah.
probably because they're hard, man.
and they're drug dealing, so they can always afford
It's
to
because
cheat her.
schmicks carry cash.
Yeah.
That's why. Like, there's something about. Do you ever see someone with just cash in their hand? You're like,
Hold on, you said women are shallow and they only like money, Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What you're
that's
saying?
exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
Right,
Look, I thought you were going to defend yourself more.
Do you ever go to a bar and see all the cons out with their contactless and tapping away? It's like beep beep, and then
Yeah,
this boy just takes
contactless.
out a fucking wall. It's like,
Wad. Takes a rubber band off.
and you're just like, how do you compete with a man like that? You know what I mean? He just smells like cash, and he looks. I don't know.
There's
He's wearing
schmicked out
fake
brands
Hugo
as
Boss
well.
and all, and you're like, he's saving. He's just a smart cookie, like.
Hugo Boss, Armani, but it's always with a white
The name
t-shirt.
of his kids.
The white white t-shirt with a tiny Armani symbol, and like, what you pay for that? 170. And it's like,
I think it's just because they're hard, like.
I think as well, like that, they love posting like Instagram stories. They are smicks, but their birds are generally quite like caring, like half our spoiled ex, and they love like white trousers and a pink chin, and reversing like this.
Class, like.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You imagine a wee fella taking you out on a date in his fucking mark, and he just next thing puts the arm around you and starts reversing. Like, what do you?
You're-
What do you
you're-
how do you resist that? Like,
Can't
Wet.
say I drive a Merc, so
Yeah.
I might start to.
Something like your dad's car. Wet.
Wait.
For when Smick does that and you're on a date with him, you're like, oh, gee.
You need to go to bed, man.
No, my head is. I've got wet brain.
Is that a Mercedes you need? It's a fucking cat.
It's not your driving test you need, but it's fucking searching.
Claire Campbell asks, favourite famous Irish person you like to go out for a drink with?
that's a cracking question.
Elvis was a couple of them.
He's not Irish.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Cruise.
Keep doing that.
There's,
He's not even acknowledging anything. He's like, fuck up.
well, Fontaine's DC. Can I go out with them?
No.
Because they're a band.
No.
Are they Irish?
Yeah, they're Irish. Yeah,
You can't go out
the
with
best
them, no.
band in the world. I would love to find the guitarist Carlo. I would like to go out for a drink with him from Fontaine's DC. They are the best band in the world, and just like to go for a wee
Like to
pint
plug
with
them
them.
one more time, what are they called?
Fontaine's DC. Hang out with me, please. I can dress crusty and drink IPAs.
That's what you do normally. Sean?
Do you know who sprung to mind there? I don't know why. Damien Duff.
Damien Duff.
Damien Duff. Don't know.
That's so random.
That's niche.
Came into my brain there. Like, bet you Duffers should fire down a few good. Yeah. Me and Duffers hitting the town. Yeah. I was like,
Duffo.
I'm trying to think who else would be, but Damien Duff. So
Not bad.
Do you know what Damien
That
Duff reminds me of? Do you remember the look at the sport advert? 33% longer. Fact. That's what he just reminds me of.
Ever see the photo of him and not Roy Keane?
Robbie Keane?
Yeah, and they're on the steps dancing, hungover.
No.
Have you ever seen that photo? Yeah, you know the one. Yeah, both black.
I haven't seen that.
that's part of my reason.
I'm going for Bewitched.
Are they Irish?
What?
I didn't know it.
Some people say he looked like me dad.
Yeah, fuck. I don't know. I don't really.
Oh, big Bewitched fan.
Oh fuck! I changed my answer. The Viper Higgins. That's who I go for
Viper?
a pint with. Yeah.
Francis Higgins.
Francis, yeah.
Yeah.
Schlegel boys.
Lego. I'm a slippery snake.
I'm a slippery snake.
I've got lots of slime. I fucking love that man.
James Hamilton says, any funny nickname stories? I thought this was a good one.
So you know my nickname?
No.
You do know my nickname.
Smack?
Smack. Yeah.
Smack, yeah.
It's
Well,
not.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah. It's a very logical nickname, but yeah, it's just a mixture between Sean and Mac. Schmack.
Skills, which is a guy that my mates play football with, and they call him Skills because he always tries skills and it never pays off. It's just shit. Or they've got another guy called they play football with who's a defender and he's awful, but he's called Mike and they all call him Virgil van Mike.
Just van Mike, I like that. One of my good friends, his nickname's Tipax, and nobody knows why. And
I like the mystery ones. Like
and
no
he
one
doesn't
knows.
know why. Like.
Yeah.
His name's James O'Hagan, so it's like
There's no.
nothing to do, and like load
But
of
does he
people.
properly get Tipex like
Yeah.
when he goes everywhere?
Yeah, that's what we all call him. Like.
That's fucking class. I love that.
I got not a nickname, not bullied, but slagged in school for Build-A-Bear because they look like one of them teddy bears you buy in Victoria Square. But then there's
Oh, when you squeeze your stomach, you say stuff.
yeah.
Got it.
Give me more sushi. There's a girl I went to uni with said she knew a guy called Boobs. It was a nickname just because he loved boobs. Like day one.
I thought you were going to say because he was fat.
No, he just loved boobs. Like
What is that one I heard before? It's like the guy that was called BO in primary school, because his ma showed up one day and she smelled bad.
Oh fuck, that's hectic.
That's somebody's bit. I've heard that before. It's fucking brilliant.
That's class. I have a friend called Smiley, and I like joined our secondary school before, after the Emmons. And I remember like being in school for like 2 months, and the teacher been all, "Where's Sean today?" And I was like, "Who the fuck is Sean?"
Yeah.
I'd known the guy for like 2 months before I realised what his actual real name was. Like.
I've met Smiley as well.
You met Smiley, yeah.
Good guy. Shout out Smiley on the pod.
I don't know if he listens. Rat. He's been listening a couple of episodes.
We have a mate called D, but we always put D onto something. So like we D, when he's hungover D,
right.
we were on holiday and he spilt 5 litres of water and basically lost us our deposit, so we called him 5 Litre D.
5 Litre D.
And then, or like when he played, the golf on the way, and he hit it in
what?
Wii golf we were playing, and you hit it into
I thought he said, when he played with the golf.
the golf. Oh, shush. playing.
Fingers on lips. That's shush me.
Never mind, moving on.
If any exes want to come on the pod,
Shut up, sir. I'm well my red.
Fucking scat.
But he landed in the mulch in Wii golf.
No way, you're having me on.
And he goes, and we called him 99% mulch D. That's the story. Anyway, moving on. Do you want to get another question on?
Yes, quite happily.
Fuck.
Touching on this, actually probably would have related to our conversation earlier on, but I didn't really think about it. Rachel McPeak has asked favourite takeaway and your go-to order. We know what yours was as a child. Do you want to redeem yourself and
redeem myself? Oh, favourite takeaway. Right. I don't think there's any good takeaways in Belfast. Like, do you have like a local something you like?
Get a load of this guy.
No, but like, do you like to have like, do you like West Belfast have like raffles or something? It's like do a class takeaway. Like Belfast City Centre doesn't have any of that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So favourite takeaway would probably be.
Fuck, I've laughed a good bit this episode.
It's a throw up between. We should not do these episodes on Sundays anymore. Believe it or not, only one of us is hungover.
It's mush,
but it radiates.
Yeah, it does. What's my favourite takeaway? Probably say there's a Dolce Vita in Yuri's. Amazing. It's like Italian sort of food.
Okay.
Is that the real famous one for the sauce?
Yeah. It does like a chili and garlic sort of sauce. It is fantastic. So
chili garlic, mate.
They do. How fucking dare you?
What's that laugh?
They do like a pizza. It's chicken chip kebab pizza. So you get chicken on it, chips, fucking all this little sauce. Yeah, fantastic.
Chef's kisses. I probably would just go for the standard like Chinese, like salt and chili chicken.
It's close with the Chinese, very close. Like depends on your mood for.
I'm going for it.
Salted chili chicken, black bean, bottle of red wine with it. Best.
Red wine? No, I wouldn't drink alcohol. I drink milk, which is a
you
bit
can't.
of a...
I don't think you should drink with the Chinese. That's a mad call. Like
if I'm not going out on a Saturday night, that would be the routine with match of the day, and then age.
You're a 50-year-old man.
Yeah, and then
go to bed for 10:30.
Then have a cigar. Then I should go and bottle away.
Then I ring the ex-missus and go, "Do you want to take me back? Do you want to take me back?" Hey?
Why are you doing a fucking goofy impression?
Do you want to take me back? One of the questions which Sean sent into the pod was if we woke up, Sean Friel, my old amigo from Newcastle, Donegal boy, asked if you woke up tomorrow and there was just the United Ireland announced, what was the first thing you'd do? Probably go and get my cornflakes ready and stuff and just go about my day,
If there was United Ireland announced, what would I do?
Yeah.
I'd probably go out and fucking have a street party or something.
Yeah.
I'm not massively Republican or anything like that there, but like I would imagine the place would be going fucking bananas. Like
I'd probably go for a wee Guinness.
I'd go around to all my Protestant friends and make sure they're okay and say, you will be welcome.
I'd go around to all my Protestant friends and go, cheerio, cheerio, cheerio.
You have lost the right to vote.
How does it feel being second class now, bitch? Fuck.
It's good to see we're finally all coming out of our shells.
Yeah. Sean was
Next week I'll have the full kit on. I'll go conservative with more of these very short gym shark shorts.
A hurling helmet on. Well, that's fucking the thought. Who would have thought?
Brilliant. Gillian McGee asks, any hidden talents? What do we like for time there, Sean?
We're good.
I can put like a full chicken wing in my mouth and just pull out the bone. Which is
do you know what? I can't even slag that. That is impressive.
Yeah. And one day a mate didn't believe me, and like I was like, I can do it. And I came back to the table and there was a full plate of chicken wings sitting there. He goes, do it. And I done it and it was like,
And the whole
Mbappe.
restaurant clapped.
Yeah, everyone clapped. And then they made a Facebook status about me, you know, and tagged me. And then
You guys are crazy.
Yeah.
They hang about these guys.
Yeah. Bro, the gang's
Facebook
full.
statuses,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
What?
Tag me in a status. Like and I'll tag you in a status.
Cheers, bro.
What's yours? Hidden talent?
Hidden talents. It's probably bad. They don't really have any.
Being the most liberal UDA man.
Yeah, probably. I'm pretty good at pool.
Yeah, you are, because you fucking schooled me six to naught.
That's a bit of
In
a
Lavery's.
No.
6 to naught.
Jesus.
We were in Lavery's one night, and we just started drinking, and you just
Yeah.
put quite a few past me.
Hidden talent. I talked about it earlier. My hidden talent, sleep. Just, do you know, like people struggle to get to sleep? I just go, time to go to sleep, Sean. Gone. And that's a big flex.
No, Sean, your hidden talent is editing comedy videos. Plug.
Yeah. So if anyone's looking at their comedy videos, that's now my new site. I've launched a lot of side hustles this week.
Yeah.
I've just realised.
Hustlers University.
Yeah.
So in that case, my hidden talent is a stand-up comedy. If you want to give me a gig.
No.
Sorry, that was crap crack. You just want to kick me off the pod? I don't know.
Speaking of hidden talents, what's the best like party trick you've ever seen?
Oh,
Do you know people have like? There's a girl I know who can like down a pint in like 2 seconds. That's quite good.
She's a lad's girl.
Yeah.
that's pretty attractive as well.
Oh,
like,
it's everyone's just full on roots. Watch.
One of my best mates in my flatmate, he can open bottles with his teeth, but
Why
like
do that?
so professionally. And
that
it's like,
turns me though. I hate people doing that. I'm
Yeah.
like, stop doing that. Use a lighter or like something. Stop using your fucking teeth.
I can do that, but I don't do it anymore because
Yeah, no, it freaks
I've
me out,
seen
like.
one boy crack his head like, ugh.
yeah, my mate Keenan like sliced his lip open doing it
Yeah.
for me, and I felt so guilty.
Not doing that. Fuck that. Have you any more questions? I've got one more, I think.
I've nothing.
Yeah, I've got one more in my notes, which is okay. Fuck, why is everyone asking for takeaways this week? Yeah,
Favorite takeaway order. Who would win in the fight between you three? Worst date stories. They're the three
Yeah.
most common questions we keep getting.
that and at what age does sitting in become fun?
I think we're close to it. Or I'm close to it. Like.
Yeah. I don't know. I love see. I don't like clubs, but see like pubs. Watching,
Yeah.
I love that crack. And see when I never used to like boys and acoustic guitar, but see that night in Lurgan when I was up in yours, it was fucking lethal. The
class,
two guys
like.
playing. Yeah.
That happens quite a lot in Lurgan. Like Friday nights, like Saturday nights is like nightclub sort of tunes, but like Friday nights is always like seem to be
Down to the
guy
back
with
cave.
acoustic guitar.
I think Friday nights are better night out than Saturday nights.
Thursdays are better than Sundays.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big time.
100%.
Well, the football,
Tuesdays are better than Mondays.
the Premier League starts back next week, so Sundays are going to be back again.
Yeah.
Sunday pints are lethal, but
Today is Sunday and I feel fresh. I might have a few pints if anyone's up for it. Like,
I'm very up for a pint today for some reason.
I'm up for a pint after my dinner. Let's go on and get my Sunday roast day.
fair play to you. Last question. I didn't even realise I said fair play again there. Just want to end on this question, or have you got any more?
There's one that we can answer really quickly.
Go for it, 'cause I think it's
which
a
is
good
done
one
by
to
my
know.
mate Peter, and he was, would you rather live in an apartment in the city or a big house in the suburbs? I like apartment in the city, but I'm a bachelor.
The fact he said suburbs makes me go flat. If he said big house in the country, I'd go apartment in the city. Suburbs is only like 20 minutes outside the city.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't
That sells
got
it to
away
me.
from 2 kids, so city, you know.
Yeah.
In the apartment in the city?
Yeah, definitely apartment in the city.
I don't know, Hola.
But in which city though? What
apartment?
Yeah.
Is it a fucking shithole like or what?
Not
is it?
far.
Yeah, it's fucking
No,
the
I
Holy
know
Lands.
suburbs, yeah.
What's your suburbs? Yeah.
Yeah, I would, yeah. Because suburbs to me doesn't sound like it's too far away.
But I want to be somewhere in the hustle and bustle,
The suburbs of Northern
Grafton and
Ireland,
hustling.
there's no public transport getting you into town, you know what I mean? It's taxis everywhere.
And if you can't,
But
drive.
if you're in London, different story.
Yeah, that's true. Fair dues. James Comiskey asked, I thought this was a good one. On a night out, do you ever get people asking you to tell a joke or to say something funny? Now they know that you do stand-up comedy.
Last night, put my fucking head away. I'll tell a joke, funny boy. And I was like, I haven't seen you in years.
Yeah.
And let's talk about how badly you've aged. And there's the joke.
Sure.
Yeah, even last night. So my dad does this thing, every time I go home now and visit and I'm leaving to go do a gig, he's like, hey, I've got a good one for you. Got a good one for you. And you're just like, please don't. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to release it over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to take one of his jokes or a couple of his jokes, announce on stage that, this is my joke. My dad's told me to do it. I keep telling him to fuck up. So this is the one I'm going to do. If it goes well, I might do it again.
Yeah.
That's cheating your way at an applause break.
Or
They're
else-
definitely going to give you a big
Yeah.
laugh just because you said that, you fly
So
cunt.
get on the Instagram and wait until you see that clip fly out in the next week
Yeah.
or two. They love it. And then also so not only did I have to go to the engagement party last night, which was very good crack, everyone whenever I got there was like, you're jumping up here and doing 5 minutes. And
Yeah.
the first person's like, and the next person goes, you're doing 5 minutes here. I was like, okay. And then about 10 people said it to me, and I was like, please stop. This is the worst crack ever.
Because when I go to the sessions like with Teresa, our wee mates are all like, oh, do you want to go up on? Come on, tell us what you are and all. Like, tell us what funny story. And I'm like, I appreciate that you're being nice, but you do not understand how bad of an idea that is. Like,
Yeah.
like you think me telling a joke or doing stand-up comedy in this social situation would be nice. It'll be a disaster for everyone. Like,
It's like going to a comedy gig and then being the, like, you know, someone at a music session be like, here, jump in there and do 5 minutes of the fucking banjo there. You're like, no.
people don't realize how much like the setup needs to be perfect. Because people don't want to fucking hear people tell jokes. Like,
Get up there and start shredding on that guitar, boy.
another thing is, I feel like going to people, name one comedian who tells jokes.
Yeah.
Hardly any comedians tell jokes. It's like stories and bits
Anecdotes,
and stuff. Like, it's like not the 1970s anymore. Like, it's not like fucking.
I think it'd be a good exercise just to have one something, but the butt of the joke is just fuck up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just like,
it'd be good to have one wee yarn to sort of spill out, and it comes from a place of love. Like, they're being nice, but it's just like, and I'm always afraid of coming across as like a dick. Being like, oh no,
I don't want to do it. Like,
or it looks like you're shy and you're not confident. It's like, it's not good.
It's the opposite. You're like, I would love to, but this is not the right thing.
Yeah.
everyone shut up, stop having a good time and listen to this guy.
Yeah, fuck that.
What have we
Was
got
there a
coming up?
question by Justin Quirple?
Sorry?
Justin Quirple, did he send you a
I
question?
did, but I'm going to save that for when we have the guest.
Oh, no worries.
It's more related to the guest one.
Okay,
No
good
worries.
stuff. What have we got coming up?
I'm in the pub tomorrow, but by the time this is released, it'll be Tuesday, doing a cheeky 5 minutes.
So you're in the pub yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday. And then I'm in the American bar on for Wednesday. We've got Yo magazine, which please buy tickets for. It's going to be, there's not many left, and it's going to be class. 10 comedians, all doing, different sets, headlined by Mr. William Thompson. It's going to be absolutely lethal. And then finally in the week, I'm finishing off with a double header in Dungannon and Warren Point, so I'm buzzing.
Lethal.
Monday, I am headlining the Pavilion for the first time.
Yep.
Second time headlining, first time in the pub. So that'll be a good crack. It'll already have happened by the time this comes out, but I wanted to brag about that. Thursday, I'm doing the Yo magazine gig. And then on Friday, I'm in Dundrum.
Lethal. I'm doing Yo magazine with the boys. It's actually, just to touch on that, stacked lineup. Yo magazine, the stuff they do is actually unreal. I couldn't, like, whenever I first seen it, I was like, fuck, these boys are,
knocking it out of the park.
class.
So
Knocking it out of the park. So that'll be a lethal night. Make sure you get your tickets for that. And then all roads are pointing towards, for me, Speakeasy, the 30 minutes, and then Pete coming on to do support, and then Darren Matthews MCing. So
something else I want to say about Speakeasy, I had someone message me saying, I can't come to the 14th. Is the 12th one not happening? The 12th one is happening. It's just completely sold out. That's just why you're not seeing it advertised. So the 14th, there's still some tickets left for that, so definitely snap them up before they go. But the 12th one is just sold out. It's still going ahead,
and rooms packed, like 50 tickets. Can't get anyone else in.
The 14th night as well is on the official low ticket warning. So if you don't get, there's going to be no more nights. That's it.
It's not done. We'll never gig again together.
Remember to go on Instagram, look at the polls for Room 101, Room 102, and vote for them.
Follow us on our own stuff as well.
Look, we're not asking for a whole pile. Just do the regular shit. You know what I mean? Like,
please.
Just come on. We're fucking putting this out for free. You're all are having good time, good crack, and
Do you know how difficult it is to work 12 hours a week in an off license? It's fucking dead.
Still turn up hungover with your head fucking hanging out of your ass.
Yeah, it's tough. I just want to do this full time.
Right. I'm looking out the window here, and that's drinking weather, boys. So we're wrapping.
Let's call it a pod.
Yeah.
See you next week.
See you all next week,
See
guys.
you all next week.